Hi folks, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday, right? I'm pretty sure. It's a 3-day weekend, but I think y'all know by now that I work kind of 6 to 7 days a week, more on the 7 days a week side. So I don't really get a 3-day weekend. I was a little excited because tomorrow I'm like, yeah, day off, yeah. And then I went, oh yeah, I have a meeting in the evening. Oh, but I'm really not going to disparage too much because it is a meeting that I will eventually be the leader of. So they're kind of setting it up for me. So, wow on that. I'm totally flattered. So that's some cool news. I'm doing okay. I am hanging in there. I'm struggling, folks. And the hard part is I don't like to come on here and show that I'm struggling. I feel like it's easier for me. And this is whether you go into a meeting and you get on the scale easy and you jump on because you're all excited because you know you're losing weight, or the other side of it where you know you're gonna fucking gain and you gotta take some accountability and you don't want to get on the motherfucking scale and see what you've actually done, but you know you need to do it anyway. I'm kind of in the second half of life right now of those examples. The second half of I don't want to pull off the Band-Aid, but I know I need to. So you've heard me sitting here, I'm trying to put posts on there, but you've heard me in my videos say I need to find my why. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm really fucking depressed. I need to get on meds, and you've heard me spewing all this shit. And I'm going to say it's really easy for me to do this thing called fake it till you make it. And I'm not faking what I'm telling people, but I'm able to put on my persona. I'm able to walk into work, put on my persona of who I'm supposed to be at whatever job I'm supposed to be at, and push the feelings of despair and yuck. It's the best way I can describe it, like coughing up a cat hairball if you're a cat, type of feeling down, and get through what you need to, and then when you're done, be like, fuck, I'm exhausted, because it takes a lot of energy to fake it till you make it. It takes a shit ton of fucking energy to put on this persona that life is great and I can give you good advice and this and that and go me, when there's a part of me, the depressed voice going, they can fucking see through this shit. They know the truth. And this kind of all correlates with the advocacy, because the other thing that I've noticed is whenever I'm at work lately, that voice of they can tell you're gaining weight, they can tell you're not doing well, they can tell you're a fraud. That one's been in there a lot. They know you're lying. You haven't lost what it says on your name tag. You're a fucking liar. It is hard to battle that and look people in the eye and still say what I know is true. That's a good way, I think, for me to word it, because I know what the truth is. I know what to do on Weight Watchers. I know what helps inspire. I know what makes me feel good. The trouble that I'm having is when I turn to put it back on me, I can't, because the depressed voices are speaking louder. But the depression also is a master at convincing you don't need meds. Because if you take the meds, then you're going to feel better and the depression is slowly going to go away. That is the whole point of taking antidepressants. No, against, or, what is it, before. So basically means no fucking depression. So the depression is like, okay, bitch, you like me. You like me to tell you how horrible life is. You like me to keep you up at ungodly hours of the night talking to ourselves, whatever, about all the horrible things in the world and what's happening to you and how you're basically a failure and what you're doing and you're lying to people. And that's right. That is the whole point of fucking depression. And you don't need the meds because they're not going to work and they're going to make you feel weird and you don't need them. Just stay with me. And then you have, I feel like I have two, I don't want to say angels, but two, energies on my shoulder. The depressive energy trying to convince me life sucks. And honestly, the end outcome will not be good. The outcome for depression has to be to die. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm not trying to be harsh. But when you look at the big picture, that's really where depression wants you to go. That's like how depression wins, is if it can get you to hurt yourself. So you have this other side of you that remembers what it's like to feel good, that knows what it's like to be successful and wants to get back there. And it's almost like which voice can be heard louder. The depression going, stay in the dark side, stay over here, go eat the fucking food, because in this moment, it'll make you feel good. Don't you want to instantly feel good, that instant gratification? And then you have the other little side that says, bitch, go get on your fucking meds because you fucking need them. I am happy to announce this side, the good little side, has won. I am on my meds. I encourage anybody who feels the need that they are suffering from depression to seek a healthcare professional. get on medications. That's why they're there. If you have cancer, you're going on chemo. If you're diabetic, you eat healthy. If you need insulin, you take your medication. And that's what gets me, is the difference. It's okay for me to tell people I have asthma, and that's what's holding me back, because I keep getting put on a medication that makes you gain weight and irritable, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. But I can't look at people and be like, oh, it's because I'm really fucking depressed and I, luckily haven't killed myself today. Difference, right? There's a difference with those two things. So advocacy is realizing the good little voice needs to win. You need to advocate for your health and your mental wellness, and I know this. It's calling up your doctor and saying, no, I need this. It's, no, please don't screw up my medications at the pharmacy again. I need the correct one. And advocacy is almost a battle within yourself of realizing that when your medication is sitting in that pharmacy, and you have that debate to go pick it up because all of a sudden you're feeling better, and maybe you don't need meds because maybe you're already over it and you can see the other side and you're going to do better and life is good, and then realizing how much of that is the depression convincing you not to take your meds and how much of it is true. I've realized in my case I need my meds, so I am happy to announce I did go pick them up, and although I'm tired as fuck, I am taking them. It takes time. None of this is instant, but it's one more step of advocating for myself that I am worth this, and I want to be on plan, and I want to be a Weight Watcher employee and leader. I want to be a leader, but I can't lead if I feel like a fraud, and it's a real juxtaposition. Is that the right word? Did I use that word correctly? Wouldn't that be fucking cool? So that is my point on advocacy. Advocate for yourself. Advocate to yourself about you. I am worth being mentally well. I am worth this. So fuck you, depression. You're not worth this, and I need to see the other side. It kind of sucks in the middle of all this because, yeah, I'm gaining weight. My choices aren't the better. Then I'm pissed at myself, blah, blah, blah. But that leads me to the next thing I was going to talk about, called addiction. So I've already said this a few times to some people, so if I'm repeating, oh, well, deal with it. I'm doing my video. I saw this thing on Grey's Anatomy. Yes, I'm going there, but this one character, Meredith Grey, said something to a patient who had a bad liver and couldn't get a transplant because he was a recovering alcoholic. And she was like, you have an illness. You have a disease. There's treatment for that disease or illness. You sought that treatment and you got it and you treated your disease. So why, if you had cancer, and I'm kind of going off a little bit if you saw the episode, but if you had cancer and you went and got chemo and you're in remission, why would you feel bad about yourself? I have a food addiction. I am addicted to food. I need to learn that food is fuel and not a celebration or a facet of every single part of my life. And I do not know that at that point. At this point, food is still an addiction. It's still, I'm happy I eat, I'm sad I eat, I'm joyful I eat, I'm frustrated I eat, I'm nothing, I'm in no mood and I eat. It's a reward, it's a thing that makes it better, and that's for me a huge thing. So I need to use Weight Watchers as my treatment for my food addiction. It actually has helped me even real quick. You have a little bit of a different mindset with the ex and realizing that I'm angry. Why didn't he pick us? Why did he pick the drugs? Not even us. Oh, sorry. I don't even know why I said us, because there's no us. There's no us. Okay. The boys. Why didn't he pick the boys? He has an addiction. And although I still think it's kind of like, weren't the boys enough to get help? Whatever, not going into all that. The point is, it made me realize there is an illness and there is an addiction that I was refusing to see because I was too angry. Addiction is a pain in the ass, whether it's shopping, gambling, drugs, alcohol, food. It's hard. It's, food is hard because we have to eat it to live. You don't have to have a drink to live. You may think you do, and that's your choice. No judgment here. But it is an addiction, and we need to realize that we're trying to get treatment for it. So there's going to be off the wagons. There's going to be success. There's going to be stumbling, but we got to keep persevering. We got to figure all this shit out, and hopefully we can just... I don't know. Hopefully what? What do I hope? I hope that the antidepressants kick in sooner than later. I hope that counseling finally gets kicked up, because I really think myself needs some of that fucking shit there. And I hope that if you're listening to this, you realize we can make it through. Do not listen to the depressed voices. Go get meds if you need them. And if you're thinking you don't, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody to be like, thinking maybe I do, but I'm kind of on the fence, and a professional can help you. Maybe a friend, maybe a hotline, a suicide hotline, whatever it is. If you had a food addiction, go to Weight Watchers. They're fucking fabulous. I mean, they really are, and I'm off the wagon right now, and I'm saying they're fabulous because I know the potential. But also realize you're worth it. The depression, the disease is meant to tell us we're not. Remember, the outcome of depression is to basically get us to kill ourselves. Don't let depression win. Don't let the food addiction win. We will get this through this one day at a time, and yay for starting meds. Have a great weekend. I'm hitting 10 minutes. I hope you listened. Yay to recovery, yay to advocacy, and yay to trying to get better. Mwah. Love you all.